Alright, I'm here to play a very serious game uh called uh Vin Diesel ASMR something sometimes can be life can be rough. We all got hard things to deal with, right? Sometimes we lose people. Sometimes people hurt us. And sometimes we're just not feeling it. Don't even know why. When I'm feeling down, one thing I like to do is play a game. I feel like games can really bring us together. What's your favorite game? Ha ha! I love that one too. But my all-time favorite has to be Dungeons and Dragons. I know. Big tough guy like Vinny rolling dice and fighting wizards seems funny, don't it? But listen, role playing's just like acting, but with your friends. And you get to choose your role. No getting stuck with meathead lunks all the time. Know what I'm saying? Normally you play D&D with a bunch of pals. But if you liked, we could play a quick game right now, just us. Great. You're gonna love it. So here's how it'll work. I'm going to be the dungeon master. We usually call it the DM. I know, sounds scary, right? But just think of it like I'm the director. I control everything. That's not the character you're playing. So like other people, animals, monsters, weather, all that stuff. Don't worry though. I'm not out to get you. My job is to set the stage for you and to tell a cool story about your character. Alright, your character. Normally people use the rulebook to make their own, but to save time, why don't you just play one of the characters I rolled up earlier? Let's see. We got Katerin, the elven fighter, Ro, the half-orc bard, Avia, the human wizard, Mar, the dwarven cleric. Don't worry about the numbers or details or anything. I can handle all that for now. Just pick whatever. Let's go with the Katerin. Katerin's the toughest of the bunch, that's for sure. I'm talking axes, I'm talking shields, the whole 9 yards. Sometimes it pays to be direct, right? And hey, my first D&D character was an elf too. But hey, I'm getting sidetracked here. Let's start, huh? Alright, let me set the scene. Am I really gonna have to read this whole thing? Alright, let me set the scene. You've just set out of your hometown, a young adventure full of hope and possibility. Will you find fame or fortune on the road ahead? Thrills? Friendship? Sun shines high in the clear sky that seems to reflect your buoyant spirits. As you tread down the path, leaving your hometown to strike out on your own, you encounter a man lying in the road, wounded and crying for aid. What do you do? Rush to help. Yeah, rushing in to help a person in trouble is exactly what a hero does. As you get closer, you notice that he's bleeding from a bunch of wicked-looking cuts. Real gross stuff. You manage to bandage up the worst of his cuts and help him unsteadily to his feet. He clears his throat and says, "Many thanks, fellow adventurer. They call me Melkor, and before you came across me, I feared I had met my untimely end. I was set upon by a great beast, but managed to crawl into the road to escape. If I'm not mistaken, you wear the garb of a fighter. Your skills would be of great use in tracking and revenging myself upon the foul creature. What say you?" "Excellent. Onwards then," Melkor says. You follow the trail of blood and broken back into the brush, moving carefully as not to attract unwanted attention. Finally, Melkor motions for you to stop. then points ahead to a small rocky outcropping. Ahead of you, perched beneath the rocks, stands a fearsome owl bear. What's an owl bear? Well, picture a bear with an owl's head. It's a kind of monster. They might sound funny, but owl bears are nothing to mess with. Hold, friend, Melkor says. Look closely. The beast is feeding its young. Sure enough, you can spot a little baby owl bear clambering for its parents' attention as the larger creature spits out a mass of pre-digested food into its waiting beak. Nature is pretty gross, huh? I have stumbled into its territory, leading the owl bear to fight fiercely in defense of its child. Melkor realizes, I have no quarrel with the beast. How could we fault it? And besides, I am yet alive, thanks to your assistance. As you are about to move on, you spot a golden charm stuck in the owl bear's fur. Alas, it would be impossible to get close enough to grab it without the beast noticing. I see it too, Melkor says. I fear we'd merely rouse the beast to furthering rage should we approach, though. There's far less dangerous treasure to be had in this world. Well, friend, I give you my thanks for your aid, Melkor says, as you return to the road. I should seek a healer for these wounds. Perhaps our path will cross again in the future. Until then, fare thee well. Alright, why don't we wrap things up now? I know, I'd like to keep playing too, but I've got to get back to work. Look at you though. You're a natural. And you know what? I bet you're great at a lot of other things too. If you were feeling rough, I hope that helped. And you know, role-playing's not just about getting away from it all. It can help us think about who we want to be and what kind of world we want to live in. Next time life's giving you hell and you're getting down on yourself, just think of how you helped out your buddy Melkor, and remember how tough and clever and resourceful you are. I had a blast. Till next time, take care. Uh, okay. That was ASMR Vin Diesel DMing a game of D&D just for you. That was that was that was something, alright. That was you know what? I was feeling down. Now I feel worse.